beautiful day today. It's now it's a little bit late today. It's after 10. I got up earlier today, did some editing and stuff like that. But I didn't take up the camera today. 6 in the morning. I got up from 6, but I didn't pick up the camera until now. I was just doing editing and, you know, taking care of some paperwork and stuff like that. Oh, you know what? I have to call the architect as well. But yeah, guys, you know, today, as in the video yesterday, I wanted to start painting last night, but I didn't make it back to get the paint. So I'm gonna do that today. So I'm gonna pick up the paint shortly. I'm heading to the salon now, just to, you know, clean up, make sure everything is good, and then I'm gonna go get the paint and try and at least paint one of the rooms today. One of them, or start painting it. Pretty much I'm gonna prime it out and then probably paint, you know, over the weekend. I'm gonna try and knock them out. Two of the rooms I have to patch holes, so whenever they move out, there's always holes where they hang stuff on the wall. So I'm gonna patch those 2 rooms today so it could dry. So normally if I patch it today, it'll be dry tomorrow. I could sand it by tomorrow, and it'll be ready for paint, you know. When we patch those holes, it takes a good while, at least overnight, for us to sand it. The drywall compound I use to patch the holes, I let them dry, you know, at least 24 hours the next day, you know. So I'm gonna patch those holes in 2 rooms today, and then go paint. So at least it'll get some good time to dry by tomorrow. Yeah, so I'm gonna get started with the salon, start, you know, refreshing those rooms. As I said, I have at least 3 rooms to paint, 2 to patch and 3 to paint. I had already patched one of the rooms from the other day already, so it's just to sand it and paint it. You know, that way we have those rooms ready to go, so if someone comes in, they'll you know, it'll be ready for them just to move right in. So yeah, I'm gonna get those 2 rooms ready, or 3 rooms ready, I should say, for rental. So I'm on my way, I'm on the road. We drive into the salon. I'm gonna start with cleaning up, and then, you know, once I clean up, I'm gonna patch the holes, and then head to the paint store, grab the paint, and then head back, and then start to prime it out, give it a first coat. Because it's a full color change, 2 of the rooms has light color, so I don't have to do too much priming there. But one of the room is like a dark green, so I'm gonna have to paint that room at least 2 times or 3 times. I'm gonna have to prime it and probably give it 2 coats for it to be nice and white. When you're changing from light colors, like let's say it was a light off-white or cream, you could get away with just 1 coat, right, with this paint I'm using. But when it's a darker color, 2 coats, sometimes 3, you know. If it's dark green or you're changing from black, you know, anytime the color is dark, I notice I have to give it more than 1 coat. So, you know, this is where I'm at. I'm pretty much on the road now. I'm gonna knock some work out today, get some work done. Guys, please remember to, you know, subscribe to the channel. I was checking my my analytics, and pretty much it says 50% of the people who watch did not subscribe. So just do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. Even if you're not interested in what I'm saying, just subscribe to it. I am trying to get the subscription, you know, more people, more subscribers, you know, just to help out with the channel and try and get, you know, monetized eventually one day. Guys, there's a Lamborghini Urus behind me. I don't know if you could see it. If you look in the rearview mirror right there, you can see it. Yeah. But yeah, it's behind me actually. Yeah, but this area you'll see a lot of those cars, you know, Uruses and Ferraris, and you know what I'm saying, sports cars. expensive cars. It's just the era I'm in. I live in a good area, but I'm not rich. I can't afford those cars, you know. Not yet. One day we will afford those cars. Not sure if I'll buy one of those cars, but one day I may be able to afford it. Not maybe, but one day I'll be able to afford it. But I might not buy one, if you get what I'm saying. Yeah. Yeah, so it's a blue. You can tell it's a blue Lamborghini Urus. I hope I caught that. Yeah. So, into the salon. You know, Jamaica trip is behind us. We got over that one. It was fun. We enjoyed ourselves. I ate, drink a lot of rum. You know, there it is right there. Drink enough rum, junk, eat a lot of food. You know, right there. So Urus, it's nice. It's like a light blue, but it's got a lot of sparkles in it. So yeah, guys. They got some money up here. It's a lot of money up here. Yeah. So if you look, it's got like some little sparkles in the blue. So it's a light blue, but it's got a lot of sparkles. Yeah, guys. So yeah. That right there is like motivation, you know? Get you motivated. As I said, I wouldn't buy one, but it motivates me to get, you know, to be able to afford something like that. That car right there, I think it's somewhere 200s or more, up to 300, depending on how you know, spec it out. But somewhere in the 200s, 200 to 350. You know? He took off. He gone. Yeah, but those cars, guys, it's pretty much an Audi. If you look under there, it's made up with Audi parts, Volkswagen, Audi, and Lamborghini parts. Everything under there, under the hood, says Audi. The brakes, you know, the engine is an Audi engine. It's crazy. They mix and match parts. All these manufacturers, they mix and match parts. Yeah. But yeah, he gave us a little show there and step in it. I saw this BMW behind him, so I guess, you know, he said, you know, he out. Yeah. But yeah, guys, hope everyone is doing well today. You know, prayers go out for the people in Jamaica. After I got back, I realized, you know, on the south coast was damaged that bad. I was watching Colors and so Colors TV and so on. I realized it's damaged that bad. I didn't realize it was messed up, you know, that bad. Where we went, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't damaged that bad. Everything was kind of back to normal. There was a couple places where it was, you know, down, but you know, there's a 7 series right there. Yeah, there was a couple areas where they didn't have power and phone service and stuff like that, but for the most part, it was up and running where I went. I didn't know it was that bad, to be honest. So, you know, on the south coast, St. Elizabeth, where I was watching another YouTuber, he was there giving away zinc and stuff like that. It's pretty bad. People lost their entire houses over there. I mean, it's not structurally sound, you know, they got board houses and, you know, over there they got concrete houses with wooden roofs, zinc roofs and stuff. A lot of people who got those type of houses, they lost almost everything. Some of them lost everything, the whole house. I've seen, you know, But prior to me going to Jamaica, I didn't see that. It's when I came back I realized, yo, people really lost everything, you know. So prayers go to them. I hope, you know, I mean, I ain't making big money on no YouTube. I ain't making no money on YouTube. I would surely help out, but you know, right now we just doing some build out, and you know, unfortunately I'm not able to help. I took that vacation. Shit, if I had known that it was that bad, and damn, I would have donated that money or something, or some of that money to that cause, you know, because people out there really lost everything, yo. Like, there's nothing left. And then there's some who a section of the roof blew off, and you know what I'm saying. So all you Jamaican people out there who, you know, can afford to throw 100 here or there, just help out, you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna see if I could you know what, I'm gonna see if I could reach out to one of those, you know, guys who's giving back, Colors mainly, because he's the one I'm seeing giving back, buying the zinc, you know, getting donations. Most of the other YouTubers, I don't know if they have something going on, but I haven't seen them posting anything yet. But Colors for sure, he's, you know, gathering and collecting and paying out of his pocket to donate zinc and stuff like that. So maybe I'll just shoot him a text. Guys, it don't matter how small it is, $10, $20, $100, $1,000, whatever you could handle. I think we should all pitch in, because where he's going, there's just nothing, you know. This one lady house I saw him film, there was nothing. This other guy, the house is still standing, but there's no roof. Every single room, there's no roof. They're just looking in the sky. So he's down there actually giving, you know, giving zinc and stuff like that. So I'm gonna try and watch back one of his videos and see if I could get a number to him, so I could, you know, send him maybe $100 or so. As I said, I'm stretched out with this build and everything that's going on. Is you know, things ain't what it is. It's recession time here in America, guys. It's inflation and recession. Everything is expensive. You're on the edge, to be honest. So as I said, we're not gonna make YouTube. You see me going to Jamaica and that was just savings plan, still paying for stuff. That's what it is. We ain't trying to floss on anyone, make it look like we're rich. All them liquor you see me a drinking at the hotel, that's a part of the package. We ain't paying it. We already paid. It's a total money. We pay for stay in a resort, all inclusive. You eat and drink all you want. So every time you see me that liquor in my hand and I go buy it, it's because it's included in what you pay for the all inclusive. So when nobody feel like say man out there floss and a this and a take plane. Me not go to Jamaica in over 4 or 5 years, or maybe 6 years. I haven't been to Jamaica since on a vacation since probably 2017, 2016. So if you see me out there and I floss and I fly all over these places. We don't have no money like that. Anyhow, I'm gonna go and get this salon cleaned up real quick, so I'll get back with you in a minute. Alright guys, so we're here at the salon. As you can tell, I'm in one of the rooms. So we're actually patching all these holes. All these holes, we're gonna patch them. And once we get done patching those, we're gonna put the drywall putty on there, drywall compound. This is gonna sit until maybe in a day or so, 2 days for it to dry, and then we come back and sand it. Once we sand it, then we could go ahead and paint it, change all the walls back to white. So I'm just here taking the plugs out of the walls, the anchors out of the walls, and then we're gonna patch them. If you notice, this leaves a big hole. They had shelves on here, so we're gonna, you know, get those prepped, patched, sanded tomorrow, and then we're gonna paint it. What I might do is once I patch those holes, I could still come in tonight and give it a first coat of primer on the areas, you know, that don't have that. We'll just prime it out, get it ready for paint in 2 days. But so far what we do is just patch it first, so it could get time to dry. When we patch these holes, we gotta wait for that drywall compound to dry properly before we could sand it. So I'm getting this one prepped. There's a room in the back that was already filled. The hose was filled. It's just the sand now. It's already dry, so we're just gonna sand it. Start with that room in the back. But today I'm gonna patch all these holes. It don't take more than a couple minutes, so I'm just gonna prep them, patch them, and then let it dry till tomorrow. So let me get to it, guys. Move this out the way. Let me get to it. So I might hyperlapse through most of these, by the way. So I'm just showing you know how I do it. What happens is these, when you pull those plugs out, it creates a bump, right? A bump in the wall like this, right? So what I do is just cut it out and kind of make it even. Like when you rub your hand over it, it's nice and flat. You know, this wall has a lot of defects in it anyway. But I'm trying to, you know, do the best I can to you know, have less defects. You know what I'm saying? So what do I do? I just cut around it. These walls, guys, they've been painted over so much time. I could see white under there, I could see red, pink color, now green, and then now it's going back into white. So it's a lot of color change over the years. So now I'm trying to limit the amount of painting from here on, you know what I'm saying? Because every time someone comes in and do a full color change, it costs so much to change it back. I mean, like this paint right here, they bought their paint, they bought their green. But when we are gonna change it back, we have to buy all this paint to paint it back, to change it back to white, you know what I'm saying? If they only had one option of one wall, then it would be just one wall we changing back, you know what I'm saying? But in this case, we're changing all 4 walls. It's costing us money. And the reason why we choose not to do it anymore, because you got people moving just for a month and then they're gone. So if they move in, they break the lease and they're gone, then we get stuck painting. We didn't even make any money because they just moved in. You know what I'm saying? So we only got like 1 month rent out of it and they move. So we end up spending more than what they actually paid. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it's kind of hard to do a full color change and then move out. Some of them don't even get started. In the past, we have had tenants where they came in, set up the room, let us change all this, changed everything, paint, moldings, paint, everything, and they never actually started business. Several times they did that. So that's why we came up with the idea of just letting them do 1 wall as opposed to all 4 walls. It's just a lot of money being wasted. You know, the room in the front, the girl, she was in the back, so she moved to the front, and you know, because she's renewing her lease, she's here for a 2nd year. We say, okay, we're just gonna paint all 4 walls. But then she did that. A month later, she's gone. So you know, we kind of lost out on that one, but you know, she was here for a year, so you know, we lost, but we didn't lose, you know, in her case. It's just that I have to go through all that now to go redo that room, paint the whole room back to white, you know what I'm saying? So yeah. So guys, it's you know, people out there on TikTok and Instagram saying salon suite, salon suite, salon suite. No, I'm doing this work myself. What if you had to pay someone to come in here and repaint this room after them just being in it for a month? You know what I'm saying? You'll be losing on that room because you gotta pay a painter, you gotta pay somebody to prep the wall and paint it. You know what I'm saying? So if this is just 1 room. If you have 4 or 5 rooms, people doing the same thing, then you'll be out. Or you end up charging to do all of this, and then you and that tenant will be back and forth, and you know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to be getting your lawyer to do paperwork. They left it, they didn't do this. It just gets too complicated. So this business, it's either you're gonna put up with it or don't do it. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have issues. You're gonna have a lot of issues when it comes to, you know. Yeah. But yeah, I'm on it. I'm just gonna probably hyperlapse through all of this. So I'm just recording in real time, and then I speed it up. You know? Hold on a minute. Let me get me earpiece together. You know, we're in the middle of the vlogging too, you know. Hello, hold on. Hold on there. Hold on here. Yeah, connect. Oh, this brass not connect. Why say can't connect? Man, I'm call it right back. Hold on there. But the rest, now why am I sitting now connect? Oh, this, you know, then a Bluetooth mode. Hold on. Alright, so we're removing these books. These books, code books. This room is also put this room have a lot more imperfections. You see the whole wall. It was only a few of them that had holes, but I saw a lot of defects in the wall, so I'm trying to get, you know, some of those little defects out. So that's why it's that much on this wall. It's a lot, but it'll take me like 15-20 minutes to sand down. They sand real quick, real easy. They don't take that long. So, alright, let me pack this stuff up and get going down the road. I think I'm just gonna buy me a little sandwich to eat for lunch instead of going home. But I'm gonna show you the other room. Alright, so let's head on over to the other room. Turn this on. So this room is my storage. I pretty much store everything in there. See the cabinets, I have an extra dryer. Got the chairs, mirrors. But this room is a nail room. It's set up with timers, because if you notice, we got timers right there to turn the lights on. So what it does, when you hit this timer and the light comes on, it also turns on a fan, an extraction fan that's up there. It turns that fan on to extract the fumes out. So these nail rooms, they use this thing called monomer, and it's real. It's high. It's like acetone, real high smell. So it gets out in the hallway, it gets into the next rooms. So with this setup, that fan, once the light is on, it's on automatically extracting those fumes from this room. So this room, I put this on like a couple weeks ago, so it's nice and dry now. We could sand it. So if you notice, I got a few right here, a few right there. There's some over here. This is what I was talking about. You see how it shrinks, guys? You see that hole right there? If we had to wipe this clean when we applied it, there would have been a hole right here. So I would have to come back over and do this over, like sand it again, right? But if you notice, it's nice and thick. So by the time we sand this down, it'll be nice and flush like right here. But if I didn't do it like this, see, even with this much I put in it, it still has a hole. You see it? Still sink down in there. But even when I sand this, even although this hole is deep, it's level with here. If you get what I'm saying, you get the drift. So I'm just gonna sand. See on this side, look, it's a lot. I put it on thick and there's still holes in there. You see it? When it dries, it shrinks. But I know this hole is not all the way lower than this part, right? It's you know, when I sand it, it'll be level. See, look at this one. See that hole? The hole almost went all the way through. So this one I might have to add more, you know, to it. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do that right now. I'm just gonna add some more to it. See, they all got holes. When they dry, it shrinks. It's like it sucks into the wall. Some of them good. See, this one is not, no hole. You know, no hole. No hole. So I'm gonna come back and sand this room. I'm gonna grab the paint and come back and then sand this room next. I'm gonna move all these things out because these things, once you start sanding, they're gonna get dusty. So I'm gonna put these up in the other room, and so I could sand this room. And then once I'm done sanding with this room, I'm gonna move it back. So I'm gonna paint this room first. So I'm gonna rest everything in the other room, sand and paint this room. Then, you know, I could move them back. Let's see, I'm gonna have to paint the door as well. You see, they got nail polish all over it. You know, the door, it's stripping all over, chipped up. You know, the person who was in here, they were real hard on the furnitures and stuff. See, chipped up the cabinets and stuff. So I'm gonna go through and paint all of those things. See, they even broke the bottle for the soap dispenser. They broke that. So But it's a part of the game. These things gonna break. Some people take care of their room, like the nail room, the green room. That room is spectacular. Not because I have all those holes in the wall. What happened is there was imperfections in the wall from before, so that's why I did a lot of patching. But as far as the floors, the walls, there weren't any damage to the walls or anything. It's just that she had a lot of shelves in there, so the shelves created holes. But as far as the cabinets, they were nice and clean. If you look at this cabinet, you see it, it's messed up. They put chemical on it, and the chemical make it smudge, burn the paint. See what I'm saying? So you see that right there? The chemical that they use, they got it on their hands and they touch everything, and that's what caused that, But the other nail girl, she took care of her room. Her room was nice. Even the floors, there was no scratches, no nothing. The floor was nice and clean and mopped when she moved out. I don't have to clean that floor at all. But if you look at hers, she was dropping stuff all over, messes up the tile. See, this is messed up. I'm gonna have to change this. She already had a spill. If you watch a couple videos before, she had a spill and it messed up the whole section right here. I had to come in and change the whole floor, this section. So now I'm gonna have to just do this part. If you notice, this is newer, but this part is also messed up. So I'm gonna have to go through and see her chair that she used, scratch the floors. So this room, I'm gonna have to just go in and change out most of the floors on this one, paint the doors and all of that. So, but it is what it is. We rent this place. She was in this room for like a year, so it is expected to wear and tear. Not this bad, but So anyway, guys, I'm gonna run and get the paint and get something to eat and come back and start sanding on this wall. Alright guys, so I'm here at the Sherwin-Williams. Got our paint, Promar 200, eggshell white. That's what we use in all our rooms. I had to buy the 5-gallon bucket because it's like 3 rooms, or soon to be 4 rooms, I have to repaint. So it's actually 3 rooms, and then I'm gonna touch up the others. So the gallon paint won't work, so got me a 5-gallon bucket. We're over here at Sherwin-Williams. So now I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna head back over and just get something to eat, and then head back to the salon and continue painting. I'm probably gonna take a break, like a 30-minute break or something, get something to eat, and then head back over there. I paint me go by a while ago. You see how you come front of me, Batman come blood clot. He kill himself for blood clot, come front of me and cut me off, and see that him a turn and attack. So we do all of that. Batty gal, there's a gal, a big old chuck. When we there light and I turn in lane with her, she kill herself to come front of me, come to turn. We make the same turn when I turn. When you go in the corner now, you just stop and block up the road to make left. That don't make no sense. But you just stay behind me, nothing never there behind me. Yeah, I'm kono mono there.